see. What's up, Matt? No, no. That's fair. What are you up to on this fine Sunday evening? Sunday? Is it Sunday? It is Sunday. Must be Sunday. What's up? First Avenger. Oh, double Matt. Okay, let's figure out blue, red, skin. Scanning sketches and cuts. Living the dream. Very nice. Well, I'm gonna paint for a little bit. Try to get a couple of flat layers on this guy. Jay, and then I have a blaster box of Metal Avengers, which I may open, but let's get some paint down first, and then we'll see if we find anything. Yeah, something strange. I put a couple of blasters of Avengers. And it's a nice looking set. I got outside of the, I guess, the bronze or the coppers, whatever they're called. I got a couple of golds. I think it's one Grandy per box. So we got Radioactive Man, Blade, Meteorite. We got one of these guys, which I'm not quite sure what it is, but it looks like some retro thing. David Finch, Ronin. Pretty cool. Did hit a numbered card. It's at a 150. I guess the bronze numbered, and this little guy, which is not numbered, but I know that there's a numbered variant version as well. I should really put a piece of tape on this before it flies out. But let me do some color on this Weird Strange. That's a tasty Spidey, yeah. I don't think I've ever hit a Palladium out of any break, so I'm not mad at it. I just don't know if there's much of really much of an appetite for any of these, because I think maybe I'll put together a base set, maybe not. Spidey and a blaster, is that uncommon? Like, it's not numbered, right? Okay, let's do some colors, and I'll open a box of, and I'll open up this this pack in 10 minutes. Let me see if some more eyeballs will hop on. So blue, gold, red, blue, red, skin, some glowy shit. So I'm just gonna do a best. What's up, Alonzo? Let's do the blues first. So do a base. Find a brush. 1 in 24 pack Spidey's the best you can get. Oh, okay. Figured. I figure Spidey or Wolverine or Venom gotta be the hardest ones to get. realistically, I should be finishing this guy. So I was working on the stream on Sunday, but then I was doing this while watching TV the other day, so whatever. Just for shits and giggles anyways, right? This one I airbrushed the what's up, Acme Condor? I airbrushed the brown on the Sinister I painted, and I'm pretty sure this is the same paper. It's just scraps, but it's actually kind of interesting to see how the airbrush spread and the texture it created versus the going in with straight paint. I think on this particular paper, is it blue? Yeah. Paint works better because there's a grit to this that I don't like. Well, this one is smooth. Actually, it's also very possible that this is on the back of the watercolor paper and that's on the front. Yes. Irrelevant. I'm gonna glaze on the base colors anyway, so it's gonna give me a nice plasticky, shiny surface to work on, or smooth surface to work on anyways once it's dried. What else is blue? Superhero Ice Cream Club, what's going on, buddy? Thank you. Well, you should have had a mail day by now, I imagine. Let's see, 9:58, 5 people watching. You've literally waiting years to watch me do a strange. This isn't the strange that I had in mind. This I was just doodling, and then I decided to make him strange. I was saying on the when I was streaming the other day that Scotty Young PMG homage I posted the other day, I got a lot of encouragement about people liking the cartoony look, and it's not really my thing. Oh, right on. Okay. No rush, Superhero Ice Cream Club. I was just making sure it got delivered. Yeah, I haven't really done cartoony stuff in a while. I mean, since I really got into the sketch card scene, but I used to do a lot of it. Just kind of doodling. Never really painted them, so it's kind of nice to go back to this kind of style and then try to do the paint thing on them. So we'll see how it works out. Definitely speeds up the initial phase, like the drawing phase. Don't have to worry about proportions and symmetry as much as I would with kind of the more realistic comic book stuff I did. As you can tell with the messed up jaw and off-center pupils. That would never fly on realism. Yeah, that's collar. Yeah, the other strange that which is really what I should be doing. I want to do more of the movie version. I mean, this is sort of the movie version, but not realistic. Okay, let's mix some skin tone while this dries. Let's get some. Yeah, let's use this. I don't know if this is on frame. Some brown, some white. Some red. Not a lot of red. White, brown. Is this on frame? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna mix it in with that blue to cool it off. Touch of red. More medium. It's very pink. Yep, that'll do. It's just for a base coat. So Jayhawk, we meet again. So skin is don't dip. Fuck. Keep on doing that. Stop doing that. Skin's here. Skin on his neck. I don't need to be too careful around the hair because that's just solid black, and I can always bring that back. I don't want to get any of this skin tone on his face though. On his eyes. Basically I want to get it all up in his face. You can really see the texture that this paper gave from the airbrush. It looks like a stubble. It's kind of cool for this style, but yeah, it would drive me nuts if it was something else. As I mentioned on Friday's stream, paper makes all the difference. Use shitty paper or the wrong kind of paper for your medium, you'll be struggling with your piece for no reason. I'll get this done, then we'll crack open some Avengers. See if we come across anything nice. It's too dark there. It's okay. So make sure I get coverage on all the skin parts. His gloves are red, if I remember correctly. Are they red or gold? Oh, they're more gold. Okay, good. So if they're more yellowish, I'm going to just use like a burnt umber to define the shadows, which is what I've done in the ballpoint there. Yellowish gold, okay. Hey, what's up, Raj? And then what's going to happen is when I'm going to give the gloves a yellow wash, because I want to make it glow in a circle, like a greenish glow, similar to what I did on the stream on Friday, but with a yellow glove. It tends to have black polka dots on them. I'm not sure if the context of that though. Oh, okay. Mr. Will Platon, how are you? Guys, if you're not following Art of Will Platon, you need to check him out. Yeah, I don't know what the polka dots are about. Thank you, sir. But I think when I do the glow, maybe I'll do like some Kirby crackle in the gloves, and that will kind of give that feel. But considering this is looking kind of more like a Ren and Stimpy version of Doctor Strange. Or what the version of Doctor Strange, I can basically do whatever I want. And the positioning or lack thereof crackle is not going to be much of a concern for anyone. The amulet of whatever is also gold, so let me bring in some dark values on it. Also, I'll make sure I capture the shape of the highlight. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I did have a circle drawn in, which is really just to help me block off where the highlights end from the glow. Because it just helps me build values. So like even on the glove, knowing that I'm going to do the whole glove in yellow, when I wash it, this value is going to show through. Same here. Face I'm not too worried about right now. Seriously, Ren and Stimpy #1 scratch and sniff? I don't know if I want to know what that smelled like. Basically because Ditko likes psychedelic styling. Alright, fair enough. Thanks for doing the legwork. Sealed in a bag, okay, so. So I'm doing the same thing on the reds, just the areas that are in shadow, which are already kind of predefined. I'm just hitting them with a dark purple. Just to give the impression of shadow. What else can I talk about? I went to a local creator con today. It's called Wayside Creator Con, and Wayside is a brand of, well, it's not really a franchise, they only have one location, but they're a coffee house, bar / comic book shop. And they put together a little con with local Canadian artists. It was actually, is this piece did, like claimed? No, nobody's claimed it because it wasn't planned. It was just kind of a random thing. If you're interested, you can have dibs, and assuming I don't mess it up, you know, we can figure it out. But yeah, sorry, it was a con. It was actually really cool. It's just that kind of the only drawback was part of the show was outside. So some of the artists and creative tables were outside, and it got cold because, you know, Canada in October, almost November. Yeah, it got really cold. So kind of felt bad for some of those folks that had outside tables in the wind and cold, but you know, luckily it didn't snow or rain, so that's always a plus for them, I guess. Yeah, saw some cool stuff. Actually picked up a couple of things. Let me see if they're within arm's reach. Maybe I'll show them off in a couple minutes. But I did meet one artist whose last name escapes me now. Nick something. Ridiculous work. Like, I walked by the table and I was actually did a double take. It's like, this is really cool. Did some video game work, some stuff for Marvel, I believe. A book through, a couple of books through Image. Yeah, very cool stuff. This part should be yellow, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we'll let this. Yeah, no worries, man. We can chat. We'll figure out whatever. Okay, let's let this dry off for a little bit so I can do some more layers. And I don't know if any people are watching, but let's crack open some Metal Avengers. Told myself I'd stop buying these things, but I was at Walmart trying to buy a toque, and surprise, surprise, they had a box. Rips and Avengers pull a sketch. I don't know if there's, like, can you even pull a sketch out of blasters? Card Pro, what's going on? No, honestly, if I can pull a hit that, let's mix them up so there's no pattern. If I can pull something that would cover the cost of the pack, I'd be okay with. Because I don't think I'm gonna, maybe I'll go for a base set, like base World Series. 1 in 8,000 packs. Oh, I might even hit 2 with those odds. All right, we got maybe not do this over a wet surface. Okay, Kate Bishop, Iron Man. This really is a pretty set. Stinger. Ooh, hello. Blue Marvel. Got a copper gray gargoyle and bronze Moon Knight. This is the second bronze Moon Knight I have. And this is number 129. And my other one is number 67. 30 vision cards. Okay. I think the blaster specific parallel is the copper. All right, well there you go, 2 bronze Moon Knights, and this one is just as dinged up as the other one. But the copper set's nice. I don't think I have a gargoyle already. Okay, let's put a base away. Next. Well, I think it's safe to say I'm not getting anything else in this box. Turn off the light, maybe you'll be good. Maybe not that one. Turn off one of these. Get rid of some of the glare. Is that better? Oh, that might be a little better. Dirty visions. Oh, definitely got a cap base. Oh, that's nice. Moon Knight. Oh, Doctor Strange. Looks like Alex Ross. That's a nice Strange. Super Adaptoid. Atlas. Oh, Atlas. Jessica Jones. Copper. And Captain America base. Back art. What's up, Gordon? Yeah, surprising to see some Alex Ross on Upper Deck stuff. Alright. Okay, I see Taskmaster on the front, Taskmaster on the back. So, Grandoise. Grandy. Oh, so I got a Grandy and a copy here. So I got Taskmaster, Hercules, Nova, Firestar. That looks like Adam Hughes. Ooh. A nice Black Panther. And a Taskmaster Grandy. Grandy is not numbered. And the Black Panther Copper. This is Blaster, Gordon. Walmart special. But I did hit a numbered card, so. Funnily enough, the only numbered card I've hit before in this set. Alright, techno, because everybody likes techno music. Dinged up techno too. Absorbing Man. Titania. Interesting choice in the art. Don't hate it. Just interesting. Songbird. Miles. Ooh. Hold on a second. Oh, that's a gold. Miles Morales. Copper. And a Hulkling gold. Titania. Titania. Who's the artist on Miles? Not like it says. I don't believe. No, it doesn't say. I recognize the art. I can't place the name. It's all new, all different Avengers #3. I don't know if that actually refers to the proper issue. Actually, I think I have 2 of these. The bronze works really well because in the art there's a gold and brown reflection here, so it actually works really well with the overall color palette. Alright, next pack. Alright, we got the Patriot, Jack of Hearts. That's in not loving that art. I guess that's a high series. Nope. Arcane, which not to be confused with Spider-Woman. I think Spider-Woman's hair parts the other way. MODOK. Ooh, Scarlet Witch. And Base Nova, which we have. Scarlet Witch, High Copper. And this is also very nice. This is a nice looking set overall. Like some of the art selection's a little weird, but looks like this Jack of Hearts and Patriot. It's not horrible art, but I just feel like maybe they could have looked a little bit deeper in the archives. You know better, Gordon. She was Spider-Woman before, she's not Spider-Woman now. Was there 2 coppers in this? Oh, this is not opening well. Abomination. What's up, Zach? All right, Stingray Mach 1. Okay, just random Sentry. I feel like we've seen this iteration of the Sentry card many times. It's Last Menacing Bullseye. And Nova Copper, which is very nice, and Abomination. And then if we compare the Nova base to the Copper, it's actually a nice match. There we go. So I don't think anything too crazy. I get this jam from my days at Dagobert. I don't know, man. Just some royalty-free music on YouTube. It's a little strange. Let me find something else. I just want to make sure it's royalty-free so I don't get any weird issues. It was better at the beginning, so maybe I'll just rewind it. There we go. Yeah, so a bunch of base, obviously, and really the hits are the numbered Moon Knight, so 129 and a 150. It's a nice looking card, and yeah, all this copper, this gold Hulkling, which I don't really like. The Taskmaster, Jessica Jones, Gargoyle. The Grandy really is nice. Taskmaster is kind of blue on blue, but if you look at one that's got more variety of color, like Meteorite, it really is a cool effect. Something looks different with the Scarlet Witch. Am I missing something here? Maybe it's High Series? Is there a difference in the High Series and the Low Series? I can't tell. Nope. Okay. Oh well. Let's get back to finger painting. Never buy retro. No, I didn't get a retro in this box. I did get one. This is retro, right? I have two of these as well, which is very strange. Not a retro. Okay. Alright, back to my little strange here. Time is at 10:30. Let's do some red passes, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. I'm a little, yeah, percolation for sure. A little tuckered. So it's like gloves are gold, right? So the only thing red is the cape and hood. All right. Definitely percolation. It's gonna look pink at first, but that's fine. Oh wow, does it have arc welds in the blasters? I don't know. Those are pretty rare, aren't they? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not asking you for odds, but in terms of just kind of overall, like, you likely to get an arc weld and a blaster? Probably not. Those are really cool on Marvel Metal. Not Marvel Metal. They're all Marvel Metal. Pay attention, Andre. On X-Men Metal, the arc welds are really cool. Remember I hit the is it Omega Red? I think it was Omega Red. It was really nice. Should have held on to that one. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't hold on to any of my cards. I should stop buying cards. Well, hitting a good character, I mean, I think that kind of applies for any subset or chase, right? Nobody likes iBoy. The iBoy 101, right? Nobody's getting moist when they hit that. Speaking of iBoy, you're under restrictions of buying anything. Yeah, I don't blame you. Too much stuff to buy. Who's the iBoy for Avengers? Like, there's always just one really goofy, weird ass character, right? I know iBoy isn't it. Is it Titana? Titiana? Not so wet. Whirlwind. Okay, well, I can understand that. What the hell's a whirlwind? Brian. I gotta Google that. One second. Marvel Whirlwind. Oh wow. It's funny because this character looks like Timo Ironman. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like some weird 80s cartoon character from a show that had like 4 episodes because they were trying to market some action figures that nobody wanted to buy. Though I think it'd be really funny if they drop Whirlwind into the MCU and he's played by like Brad Pitt and it becomes like the hottest next character just because of the actor association. Well, actually, Brad Pitt doesn't carry that much crowd anymore. It's got to be the guy from Twisters that all the kids love. T.Y. man. Oh yeah, well, of course. Just the whole MCU movie, like maybe Phase 9, where it's just Robert Downey Jr. playing everybody. Ooh, anyone seen Venom yet? Speaking of Tom Hardy. No spoilers, but if you've seen it, is it any good? This should be all red. Ah, okay. It's a date night thing. I got a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I don't know anybody in my circle of nerdom or my little slice of the geekdom that's seen it that I could maybe relate to. 90 Day Fiance, I don't know what that means. Just because something scores good or bad on Rotten Tomatoes, that doesn't mean shit anymore. It really depends on the genre because, like, for me, horror, for example, if it's rates well, I'm not gonna like it. Just, it's like, it's hitting the wrong chords with the wrong people. Now, if a horror movie is doing like 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb, and it's a slasher, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like that. If it's doing like 8, I'm not gonna like it. If it's Barbarian, and it's, everybody's talking about it, no, it's not a horror movie. But it's gonna be ranking like 8.2 on IMDb. It's like the wrong people are rating it, so. I mean, the same shit happened with Terrifier. People are like, oh my god, Terrifier is disgusting. It's like, what the fuck did you think you're gonna watch? Yeah, we do need a good black suit Spidey movie. I've seen the Terrifier movies. I haven't seen the new one yet, but I've seen Terrifier and I can't remember the name of the low budget anthology he first showed up in, with all kinds of weird stuff. But it was just like such a great, campy, unapologetic, we know this is shit, but we're gonna make it anyway type of movie. Like, nobody's winning any awards for these films, but I don't think anybody in the production company is out there saying, you know what, maybe if we try hard enough, maybe we'll win a People's Choice Award for this. Nah, I think those people are out there and they're making the movie just because they want to see it. They are, if you like that genre of movies, it's perfect. If you don't like that genre of movies, you may have issues with the film. But I'm not here to sway you, so you're gonna watch it and you gotta make up your own, make your own opinion of the film. Maybe I'll go watch Terrifier on Halloween. If that's not streaming by then. I mean, I'd much rather watch it at home with half a bottle of bourbon and some chicken wings. Alright, I think I'm soaking the paper just enough for me not to be able to work it anymore. So I'm just gonna do another layer of red on the cape here and probably call it. Yeah, there's no shortage of gore in the Terrifier franchise. So, as long as you're not squirmy, you'll be fine. Like, it's not human centipede type stuff. And if you don't know what that is, don't look it up. It's better that you don't know. Okay, I know he's got some shit going on his... Okay, so let's do some texture on his cape. Last Pack Magic. What's going on? Ooh, I have something for you. Grade and flip me your address when you get a chance. No rush. Like, I know you're not always home, but Yeah, flip me your mailing address. Guess everyone knows each other. Oh, and I learned this the other day. Oh yeah, that's probably better for you guys. Any of you guys get in on the Juiceco prelim sketch thing the other day? Overpriced, yeah. Heard a few people say that, but there's no shortage of action on it. Like 20 pieces claimed in like the first half hour. I'm not poo-pooing it. It's just not for me. Not at that price point, for sure. Oh, the Juiceco, the OG Juiceco is your least favorite one, huh? Is it too much of a retro look? So, can I tell you a little bit about this? I started doodling it on a piece of scrap watercolor paper while watching the telly yesterday, and then I inked it, and then I did a spray with the airbrush to get some base values, and then I started painting it earlier on the stream, so not much of a story behind it. Oh, that's fair, Bad Wizard. Art speaks to people different ways. Something just doesn't hit. Blue eyes, that's what I was looking for. Thanks, Raiden. Not my usual style. And I guess that's the main thing here. Not my I usually do. But I will, oh, so I'm talking in my head. I'm losing some of the detail in the eye, but I will get it back when I do the highlights. Wondering for the most part is just getting a base color to work with, and then push it darker or lighter as needed. see where else I can do a base. I think maybe on his little, yeah, let's do these ones. His gray hair, which is actually getting a blue tint. And I'll pick the highlights up later. Yeah, my Ren and Stimpy style. It's only Ren and Stimpy because of the, I was gonna say the uneven eyes, but they're actually pretty even. But more of a cartoon style. Yeah, trying to get some fly colors. Okay, so the yellow. Can I do more blue? Pretty stupid. I left my oil paints sitting too long, and now I'm getting like fruit flies coming to them. Need to cover that up. See if I do some more of the blue. Slightly bigger brush and hit it with the dark blue a bit more. Get rid of the stupid texture. And then I'll be done for realsies. My frame? Right, that's red and yellow. This is blue. Yeah, so I'm getting rid of the silly texture. I think I need to throw in a little bit more of an actual blue versus the Payne's gray. Or maybe there's too much medium in the paint here. What's up, Cletus? Yeah, this is better. Just take too long trying to build it out with the Payne's gray. It's a little too opaque. Sorry, not too transparent. So, like 40 layers. It'll be good later on to make some of the shadows, like kick back some of the shadows a little more. But as a mid-tone, this isn't. Thanks, man. Ah, Jeremiah, yes. Couldn't remember your real name. So I was like, Cletus. Let's go with Cletus. Hi, buddy, by there. PC. Just make sure I don't lose the detail. Yeah, I was building them up really slowly, but it's totally unnecessary. So I'm just going with a more saturated mix now, and then it'll just it just starts popping. And then if I go too bright, then I can always tone it down. So I'm not too worried about it. But this should really be pretty much my mid tone to my mid to the dark. So colors should just start getting brighter from here on, like just more saturated. I'm gonna start putting in the lighter values of them, and we start bringing in some true blacks, because I haven't, outside of the top of the hair here, nothing's really black. I don't use model paints, but I use like the Liquitex fluids. I use acrylic gouache, standard Liquitex. I don't use the heavy body stuff. I do really like the fluids, and water and mediums, but I mix most of my colors. It's like once I get past the base, where it's really just a matter of toning it. But even then, because there's always an undertone, so all the colors that I'm using here are actually mixed with burnt umber as a base. So yeah, to your point, ever use like model paints? No. I don't know if I need to. If there's anything special about them that would be any different than what I'm getting out of my collection of paints now. Thank you, sir. I'm kind of winging it, to be honest. Like, it's not like I planned much of it up front, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave the background brown, though it will be a kind of cool contrast to have this super saturated bright character and then just this washed out background. But maybe I'll black out the outline and do like purple in the square, or maybe just do purple here, and I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get there. Now just building colors. Basically every layer of color I'm adding is just getting more and more saturated. At a certain point with acrylics, when using like a flat mixture of colors or just colors out of a tube, you're going to keep on building it up until you're going to hit kind of like, okay, this is as saturated as you can get with that color, because that is its true hue. And then not like you can't just keep on painting on top of it and nothing's going to change except building out like, you know, quarter inch of thick ass paint for no reason. And that's when you know it's like, okay, time to start mixing something more. Yeah, I mix my own colors, Jeremiah, because there's just too many paints. And really, when I first started using acrylics, after I got over the notion of I must buy every single fucking color available, I did for like a year. I used just trying to find all of the ones that I actually used to use. No, purple came in later. Where's my red? So I used, this is dollar store paints, and these are the actual ones I used. Black, white, Copenhagen blue, which is some, like, it looks like a denim, burnt umber, which is burnt umber, deep red, which is a dark red, and a yellow. I don't think it was this one, it's maybe another yellow. But yeah, just limiting myself to really, outside of black and white, just the primaries and brown, kind of forced me to figure out how to get basically any color I want. Now, it might not be as saturated, and using craft paints is not the greatest, though there's pros and cons to them. This specific brand, which is available at the dollar stores here, DecoArt, is a mid-range manufacturer of paints and mediums out of the States, and this just happens to be their kind of like budget line. It is actually surprisingly good quality paint compared to kind of like that Walmart stuff, those little like dollar tubes and stuff. It's night and day. I compare it to actually the acrylic gouache. It's a little bit more fluid and it's not as opaque, but it's really has a nice matte finish at the end. I think yeah, I keep on saying I'm gonna wrap up, and I really do need to wrap up. Yeah, like, you don't need to get the expensive acrylics. I mean, even generally speaking, acrylics aren't expensive in the grand scheme of paints compared to anything else. Also depends on how you use them. If you like to build nice thick paintings, then yeah, use a ton of paint. But if you do glazing and like thin layers, like the way I work, paint goes a long way. Big ass ET finger. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what I ended up with. Yes, continue watching. Well, it's clear that my playlist went from royalty free to just something else, because there's words in this. Curious, do you use a wet palette or do you your wrist to sample. Depending on what I'm working on. In this case, I'm not using a wet palette because it's small, and I'm just doing the base color, so I'm actually just using a top loader as my palette. I do use a wet palette. Let's stay wet. One of these guys. I also like to use the paint palettes, the palette paper when I'm working with larger things. It just keeps the paint wet for longer, but you know, it's not gonna last days like it would with the Stay Wet. It just depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, I have a stack of top loaders and I use them to mix paint on as palettes. And because acrylic, you know, once it's dry, flip it over, use the other side, and just do a couple of rounds on it. Tupperware lids, plastic lids from takeout containers, they're great. Anything that's not absorbent, because you don't want your paint to get sucked into the surface. Okay, that was a lot of time spent building out base values. Gee, I wonder why it takes me so long to do everything. Maybe I should have used a bigger brush. I just thought. My battery died. Is this for Bad Wizard? It's not for Bad Wizard. He does get dibs. This was just for shits and giggles. But you know, like I said before, if I don't fuck it up, then it'll be up for grabs. Thanks, man. Am I going to OEX? No, I'm not. I was thinking about it, and then I started kind of doing the old napkin math, and I don't think that's the best way for me to spend that money. Definitely not this year. We'll see how it goes. Maybe next year. You can be Tony's phone. I think Tony's +1 is his wife. But Tony's in the actual show. I think he got invited to present. I'm not. I guess I'm not famous enough to be invited to present the show. That's not a jab or a passive aggressive anything. I'm not gonna. I don't expect to be invited to present at a show with. Good show with the likes of, you know, the artists that are presenting there, like it's a different league. It could be Carry On. Oh, right on. That's nice. I'm actually trying to find a reason to go out there at that time for work, and then kind of spend the weekend. Like, it would be nice to meet some of you people in real life at some point, but not this year. Yeah, that's the other thing. I gotta ask for permission. Am I ever gonna be allowed to go? You could possibly go before Marvel Master is there for the first time. Yeah, there's a very good possibility of that. Well, if Boris and Julie go, that'll just be a game changer. Yeah, Dan, possibly Juiceco, possibly Palumbo. De Vries, I heard, maybe. Simone, Dave, Dan, and Joe. Simone, Dave Palumbo or Dave DeVries? Palumbo, yeah. So Dave's awesome. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, besides those four, there's, I don't remember the full roster off the top of my head, but I did look at it, and it's definitely something. And I still have some time to figure it out and see if I want to do. No, Ash is going. I think he confirmed he's going for sure. Somebody was saying that Tony's gonna wrestle Lewis. Oh wow, okay. Rush bought his ticket before they were even available for sale. Eager. See, I don't know if Alonzo's a big guy. It's hard to tell from streams. Okay, now I gotta wrap it up for tonight, but let's start popping in some highlights on this guy. Suck Jitsu, yeah. He's a smelly belt. Fourth dan. All right, that's it for me for now. I'll come back to this later in the week. Also come back to Little Sinister, Smelly Belt. And fuck, I got so many things I need to finish. Yeah. Anyways, I'm out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.